Now it's time to make a new episode regarding short pimples.
First of all, you have to understand the difference between a backside and a short pimple rubber. The friction, there is more friction, there is more grip in a backside rubber than there is in a short pimple rubber. So with the short pimple rubber, it's much more easy to receive spin than it will be with the backside rubber. A backside rubber can create much more spin than you can do with the short pimple rubber, because there is not so much friction in a short pimple rubber. As you can see, he have his racket close because he have friction in his rubber. And now Lua can loop. As you can see, he have his racket more open when he play with the pimple, because he have not so much friction. So they have different angles when they play backhand loop. And now we also want to show you the difference when they open up on underspin. Look at the angle when they open up with the short pimple or they open up with the backside rubber. So first, Martinez will open up with his backhand with the backside rubber. Lua will open up with the short pimple rubber.
So typically there are two different ways to loop with the short pimple rubber. The most normal one is the one that I am doing the most. It is with the racket angle like this, a lot open and just brushing it. This may be effective because when I do, for instance, a short side spin, back spin serve, I get the receive and I take it early. The ball will go like a bird, very strangely. Sometimes when I have more time, I can actually go in and close the racket a little bit more and attack more straightforward, but this takes a lot more power for me and I have to get the timing extremely right.
Another advantage with the short pimple is when I get half-long balls, I can punch and I can get really fast speed on the fast and the flat arc on the ball. One disadvantage is when you open up on much underspin, it's hard because you cannot touch the ball, so there is not so much friction in the rubber. So that's why you have to do it really fast to create spin. The world champion in doubles and also the silver medalist in singles, the Swedish Mattias Falck, he play with the short pimples on the forehand side. And he is a very good player when he not doubting, when he trusts himself, because he really needs to do that to get the correct timing. He needs to take the ball really early. So when he have good self-esteem and he trusts himself, he play really powerful with his forehand short pimples. But when he doubting a little bit, he wait a little bit too much, and then he lost his quality in the shot. So look at him when he play. There you have a good example. Many of the professional shoppers use short pimples. It's because then they can create a little bit spin by themselves depending on the opponent's spin. So they can create a little bit spin by themselves with the short pimple. With the most of the long pimples rubbers, you are totally depending on the other player's spin.
It also depends a lot on the rubber. For instance, I play with a sponge with a thickness of 2.1 millimeters, which makes it more like a normal rubber in this sense. For instance, if you would play with 1.5 millimeters, then it would have more of the natural effect of a pimple rubber. And another aspect is also that if you just buy a short pimple rubber and you're not satisfied with it, don't hesitate to try another one, because they're all different and they may vary a lot depending on who's selling it and the kind of material it's made of.
So in the recent years, the size of the ball has been changed ever so slightly, so it's slightly bigger now. And people selling the rubbers, they have also adjusted the way the rubbers are made. So nowadays, the short pimple rubbers you can almost use in a similar way as you do with normal rubbers. And you can perform all sorts of flicks and everything you need to do.
You can also watch the professional players when they play. For example, Emile, she plays short pimples on both sides. And Mattias Falck, he plays short pimple on the forehand side. Schoug will play short pimple on the backhand side. See how they're playing and learn from this.
And as always, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe and hit that notification button.
See you next week.
Yeah.